Long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh my God.
Endor.
Uh-oh.
The Rebel Alliance has won, and the Empire fleets within the immediate gravity well of Endor are all but destroyed. The Ewoks continue to dance and sing around their god C-3PO. Princess Leia remains on Endor with a detachment of troops standing by for immediate departure. Most of the military units have moved off of the moon, and the princess is delayed for mysterious reasons. Leia jumps at the sound of dead twigs snapping under someone heavy. She turns, blaster in hand. Nothing. After several moments of tense silence, nothing. She's alone, but feels a presence coming closer. Her force senses, although untrained, remain strong.
Force.
And in light of recent events, it was hard to focus. Out in the remote wilds of Endor's forests, she suddenly felt stupid for agreeing to meet at these coordinates. She quickly positioned herself behind her speeder bike from which the sound came, daring to call out. After all, she was Princess fucking Leia, battle commander of the Rebel Alliance. Rebel heavies were just a radio call away. Han, is that you? Then suddenly, quicker than she could even think, strong hands wrapped around her throat and mouth, and a bulging thickness pressed against the top of her buttocks.
Hey-o.
Then a harsh whisper behind her left ear. Really, bitch? Breaking the rules out here? This early? Do I need to remind you of the rules? Leia tried to speak, but the vice grips around her neck and face tightened. She shook her head, imperceptible twitches due to her current situation. Leia began to panic and was quickly let go. The relief of pressure allowed blood to flow quickly, and she almost passed out. The harsh whisper turned into a deeper, smooth, steady, and playful tone. What's my name?
So smooth.
This is good.
So smooth.
Solo, Leia replied under her breath. The strong vice-like hands gripped her by the shoulders and spun her about savagely. It was him, the handsome rogue, the smuggler of smugglers, and he kissed her savagely. He pulled away and through gritted teeth and a snarl asked, "What's my name again?" Leia blinked away her confusion, and with more confidence she replied, "Solo."
I'm waiting. This is a good ass story right here.
Solo began methodically undressing Leia down to her bare flesh. She felt stupid and attempted to hide her shame and only received a cuffed blow to the back of her head.
Jesus Christ.
She straightened immediately and allowed him to continue with his investigations. You ain't got any illegal contraband on your person now, do you? I'm a professional smuggler, so don't lie to me. I'll know. Leia shook her head and shuddered, goosebumps appearing, unbeckoned all over her flesh. It was cold this night. And just like she was taught, just like she rehearsed, she spoke. "Oh, help me, Solo. You are my only hope. Oh, help me. I am in need of a captain to ship me off to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. I cannot control my impure dark side thoughts and must be isolated. Will you help me?" "Oh, I can help you there, pretty little lady, but it's going to cost you. Cost you big time." And with that, he grabbed her by the hair. And with that, he grabbed her by her hair buns and savagely forced her to her knees and unzipped his battle mesh pants down past his knees. The princess went straight to work, allowing his strong guidance to dictate the speed and the tone of the ship docking ritual. She could never fit his girth fully into her mouth, but that only spurred her to try. The princess could barely breathe and was gagging on the effort. Just as she was about to collapse from lack of oxygen, for even her sinuses were squeezed shut from the ordeal. She tried to speak. She tried to call out in warning, but only dribble and drool escaped her stretched and chapped lips. She tried to use her hands to pull away. Her eyes began to pop out in fear. And then the mouthful suddenly expelled itself, and the smuggler turned away. His loins and his face was contorted in anger, and his hands went to his throbbing member to give it a moment to settle down. The smuggler made grunts and snorts, stamping down his feet repeatedly, calling out, "Better not make me come, you Darth Sith cunt! Better not, or else you'll never find a captain to fly you to the farthest reaches of the galaxy."
Can I say something real quick? These walls ain't thin. All right? How thick are these walls?
It's too late now.
It's too late now.
Do your
Okay,
thing, Mike.
alright.
Do your thing,
too
Mike.
late.
As he
now.
finished his sentence, the princess drew up and in all her naked glory called forth a series of chain lightning to constrict and tame the unruly smuggler, screaming, "You will take me anywhere I wish to go, and I shall take thee anything I wish, even your pathetic seed."
Ooh.
The smuggler cried out in a pathetic yelp, "Not my seed!" The princess, with eyes ablaze, straddled the helpless smuggler, still crackling with arcs of lightning, and forced her dark cleft of erotic madness over his buzzing erection.
Ooh.
With his member properly sheathed, she began force kegels. With his member properly sheathed, she began force kegels and constricted his raging, vibrating electric cock, causing him great pain. Solo cried out many times, but was unable to fully rein in his muscles for control. He felt the dark void creeping into his consciousness. He felt the unimaginable pleasure emanating from his loins. He felt the darkness, and he feared it to be consumed by it. With one last effort that took all his training and experience of years and years as a smuggler, he cried out one last defiant cry before succumbing to the ecstasy rush and release of loinage.
Loinage.
Luke! Luke, Luke, Luke! And just like that, the forest of Endor became quiet. The sounds of electricity and violence and sex died down. Before long, Han Solo awoke from his early Cummings nap. Han noticed Leia not too far off, doing up her hair in that ridiculous bun style. "What happened?" Leia replied, "You called safety word again, and you came early again." Han Solo replied, "I don't know, something about Luke wielding that badass lightsaber gets me going sometimes." Leia smirked and replied, "That's gay." Han gave her the stink face. "Bitch, you kissed him." The end. Oh, that was good.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.